Let's go ahead. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with 2K Sports and the NBA. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Detroit Pistons. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. They've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Malone in at the 5. Here's Thompson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This is Thompson's pure shooting ability in action. He has the shot up in seconds.
Booker against Bryant. Booker, the pass to Payton. Tatum looking it over. Screen by O'Neal. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And look at Tatum getting aggressive inside.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game now. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Kirilenko. Pass to Duncan. Here's Kirilenko, hounded by Tatum. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Tatum, a screen on Thompson. Here's Payton. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Kirilenko. Bryant outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Payton. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. Kirilenko passes to Bryant. Here's Duncan. Pass to Malone. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get one up here. Now here's Thompson. No good on the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Tatum. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Shot's good by Olajuwon.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Kirilenko, hounded by Tatum. Thompson outside. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Outside Payton, pass to Olajuwon. And here's Booker. Screen by O'Neal. Blocked! And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Kirilenko passes to Duncan. To the paint. They still need this. And that one is hammered home!
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's the Pistons with the ball. Pass to Booker. There's 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Olajuwon. Shot clock at 5. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Here's Kirilenko. Back to Bryant. Down low. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Booker for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Bryant from deep three-point land. Can't get it to drop. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Olajuwon in at the power forward position. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Connects from downtown.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
It's Booker on the wing, covered by Bryant. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Tatum. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
First team foul.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Hawks trail by 3. Bryant outside from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Booker. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. Payton's got 5 points.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Bryant outside from the arc. O'Neal pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Booker, the pass to Payton. Back to Booker. Here's Tatum. Outside Payton. Here's the 3. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds now. Bryant outside. Pass to Thompson. Shoots. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. He has 7.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Tatum with it. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Back to Payton from deep. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Hawks trail by 7. Bryant with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Malone. Now Thompson launches it. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Booker. O'Neal with it. Shoots over Bryant. Tries to save it. O'Neal misses.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Kirilenko, hounded by Tatum. Booker against Thompson. 4 on the clock. Oh, Clay takes the contact and finishes.
Not just a jump shooter, Thompson is also more than capable of converting inside.
Tatum a screen on Bryant. Booker for 3. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound. Hawks trail by 5. 30 seconds left in the first half. And here's Bryant outside. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now here's Tatum, guarded closely. Tatum muscles his way in.
With how well Tatum moves, sometimes you forget he's 6'8", but he's got great size, putting it to use down low.
Bryant against Payton. Now here's Bryant. Over Payton. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Detroit on top, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And measuring up the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Klay Thompson. Man, is he getting it done today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got Kobe Bryant. And it's Malone in at the center position. Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And so Tatum nails both of them. Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 6. Bryant outside. Here's Duncan. He's covered by O'Neal. And here's Thompson for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now here's Peyton. Give him 8. Here's Kirilenko. Pass to Thompson. To the middle. For the tie. Rebounded by the Pistons. There's Tatum with the 3. JT for 3.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Thompson outside. Puts up a deep 3. Thompson with another miss. Detroit leading by 6. Left side Booker. Payton passes to Tatum. Here's Olajuwon, covered by Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Now here's Bryant. Pass to Duncan. Thompson outside.
2 minutes.
A deep 3. Oh, from the parking lot.
Oh, from way back there. I mean, I'm calling that clay range.
And the Pistons call time here.
Start it.
And there's 1:45 left in the third. Oh, deflected. Now Bryant. Pass to Duncan. Now Thompson. 6 to shoot. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
This one for 3. Here's O'Neal, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now here's Tatum. 12 points for him. Knocks it down from distance.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Payton against Bryant. The 3 from Thompson. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Tatum. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Bryant.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Bryant's got 6. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Pistons. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's O'Neal in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit right now. Duncan, the pass to Thompson. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. And it's Tatum with the ball for Detroit. It's a 5-point game. And the 3 off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Payton with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. Pass to Olajuwon. From 13. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Bryant, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Payton. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Bryant outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Detroit leading by 7. And there's the lob. It's tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. Hawks trail by 7. To the inside. There's the steal. It's Booker on the wing. Here's O'Neal. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Kirilenko. On the wing, Thompson. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Thompson's got 21.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Booker looking around. Tatum from long range. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
You gotta respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
And here's Bryant outside. Drains the triple. Bryant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Bryant against Payton. There's a screen. Fires for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Outside Tatum. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. "52 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Kirilenko, pounded by Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Hawks.
First free throw is good, and that brings him within single digits. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Payton. Bryant against Booker. Releases. The rebound by Malone. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
And it's Detroit with the ball. 6-point lead. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul. At the line for two.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Atlanta calls timeout. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
He connects! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And Thompson gets it to go.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
And so it's Detroit who scraped by with the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the Chicago Bulls. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Nikola Jokic. Carter is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Robinson, and it's LeBron, and at the small forward position.
I mean, that's what I call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Robinson finds Jokic. Outside for Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Carter. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Pippen. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Vince Carter picks one up.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 4-point game. LeBron outside. Jokic with his screen on George. Down low. And it's Jokic missing.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Pippen against Carter. Pippen kicks to George. Misses the 3. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Westbrook. Paul George making his last shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Pippen. There's 1:54 left in the first. From deep, George. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
James looking around. Jokic, and he banks in the layup.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Now, here's Pippen. That's good on the jump shot.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
The 76ers trail by 6. And it's
timeout,
Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. .111 left in the first quarter. Pass to Robinson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Jokic with his screen on George. Knocks down the 3 ball.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
The Bulls leading by 3. Pippen outside. West with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. Chicago with a new 14. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Robinson. James in the post. West is there. And they double up James. George with the steal. He takes it in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on David Robinson.
Well, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 4. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, you can just tell the guys on his team look up to Robinson out on the floor. I mean, he's got such leadership qualities, and that's exactly what you want from your best player, a guy who can really galvanize the troops because they respect him so much.
Gobert with a screen for George. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 6 points.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Rose on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Pippen is out there with West. Then it's George, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Eaton in at the 5. Now George. Carter's missing on the 3. Gobert the pass to George. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now here's Jokic. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Jokic with the screen on West. Here's Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got the first basket of the second quarter for Philadelphia.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
West outside. The 3. Sinks the triple. West has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
And that's what you get when you combine the range and just his overall confidence. Mr. Outside.
Now, here is Robinson. Outside Westbrook. Pass to James. And it's tipped.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
West can't hit. The 76ers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
Now here's West. He's got 6. 1:21 left to play in the first half. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. West has got 9 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And with the bounce pass to the middle. Pass to Westbrook. It's James atop the key. Over George. It's all in by the Bulls. Eaton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Carter against Pippen. Now here's Gobert. He's covered closely. West with the ball. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. Carter up top, guarded by Pippen. Outside, James.
Finish inside by LeBron.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
Outside, George takes a three, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Jerry West really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Robinson is out there with Jokic. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And there's Carter. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. Now here's Gobert. Pass to West for 3. Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and that one is good. And that's now 10 points for LeBron.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Pass to Gobert. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Gobert with a screen for George. Over James. And the Bulls with another miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's Robinson. Over West. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Gobert. And here is West. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Wow. The obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in. And I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's James. That shot off the mark. George with the defensive effort. Bulls leading by 7. On the wing, George. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Ball goes to Philadelphia.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. Westbrook passes to Jokic. Robinson a screen on George. Inside. Deflects the pass. Pass to Pippen. 1:30 left in the third quarter. West with the ball. He's covered by Westbrook. And there's West. That good on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 10. Outside Westbrook. Jokic against Gobert. Jokic kicks to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Jokic with a screen on Pippen. Carter inside the 3-point line.
Come on.
It's rebounded by West. The Bulls leading by 10. Pippen with a wide open look. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Westbrook against West. Pass to James. Jokic sets the screen for LeBron. Clock at 4. Looking to end the run. Jokic, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. LeBron against George. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Up again. And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Rose on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. George is out there with Gobert. Then there's West. Then it's Pippen. And it's Eaton in at the 5 spot. No good from LeBron. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Chicago. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
James has a 2-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And 12 points for LeBron.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Now, here's George. Back to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Frenchman doesn't mess around down there. Gobert, what a vicious throwdown.
And here are the 76ers now. It's a 13-point game. And Carter has it in the corner. Westbrook against West. And it's Westbrook missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Pippen. Right side George. The 15-footer. Good.
Stepping in from the line, George. Very good and capable from mid-range.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Coach told his guys, lock in, this is it, leave everything out on the floor. A simple message down the stretch. We'll see if it resonates. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now, here's Pippen. After David Robinson's miss. Carter against Pippen. Pass to Eaton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Westbrook pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's James. Oh, LeBron from long distance.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Pippen against Carter. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
76ers ball.
The 76ers trail by 12. Pass to Westbrook. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Pippen against Carter. West, right side. Outside, George. Back to West. Over Westbrook. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Philadelphia. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. James kicks to Westbrook. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying.
A great way to finish the week strong. Friday afternoon, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Indiana Pacers. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. George against Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ewing. Always a nice way to start. He makes his first one.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Gobert. Here's West. Oh, they get a hand on it. For 3, Allen. And it's Chicago with a board. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. Pass to West. Here's Eaton. Here's Pippen. Allen defending. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Ewing. Allen, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Ewing. That's short off the rim.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Pippen. Now here's Gobert. Here's Eaton. Going inside. West. Tipped. Now here's Allen. Defense is right there. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Indiana misses again. Chicago with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. Gobert finds George. Pass to West. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. And Havlicek pulls it down. And here is Antetokounmpo. There's a minute 26 left in the first. Here's Ewing. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
George against Antetokounmpo. Picked by Gobert. And the basket by Pippen. It's all knotted up.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Pass to Ewing. Here's Allen. Outside Wembanyama. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Tight defense, but Wembanyama has the length and body control to overcome it.
Here's West. Pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. Wembanyama, pass to Havlicek. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Allen outside. Offline with a 3. George outside. Over Antetokounmpo. No good. Would have counted had it gone. There's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides. The score still close. Bulls out in front, leading by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Ewing in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Gobert. Lets it go. The wide open shot is on the money.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Pacers trail by 3. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Havlicek. Fires. High post. Shot that time, not on target.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
George's shot is off. Antetokounmpo against George. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Havlicek. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Havlicek's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
Here's Pippen. Allen defending. Shot from the top of the key. West misses.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Allen finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Ewing. Pass to Allen. From the top of the key, he buries it. And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Now here's Gobert. And here's George. Wide open look. And he drops that one in.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
George against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ewing. Allen outside from downtown. And it's Chicago with a board. Eaton's got 4 rebounds now. And so here is Chicago. Here's West. Lets it go from deep. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Gobert. Yet to see a basket. George, no good. Here's Havlicek. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 4 rebounds now. 40 seconds left in the second. George passes to Pippen. Back to George. And George with the jam.
Oh, yes, sir. PJ making it look easy.
Indiana trailing here. Pass to Ewing. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, that one is off. Here's West. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Chicago ahead, up by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Chicago leading. And so in the game for the Bulls. Pass to Gobert. Here's Pippen. Allen defending. Here's Pippen. Back to Gobert. Over Wembanyama. Gobert using his size to his advantage.
Well, this is exactly where Rudy Gobert looks to score. The more dangerous he becomes, the closer he gets to the basket.
Outside Wembanyama. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the tray. Wembanyama's got 5 points.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
George outside. They set a pick. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. 7 points in the game.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Pippen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Havlicek for the tie. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's West. Five on the clock. Here's George. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Pass to Ewing. Back to Antetokounmpo. Allen on the wing. Here's Ewing. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Chicago leading by 3. Here's Pippen. 6 points for him. Gobert passes to George. Here's West. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 6. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Allen's gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. Here's West. Takes it inside. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
And so here is Chicago. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Picked by Gobert. To the middle. Oh! Gobert hammers it home!
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ewing passes to Allen to end the cold spell. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. Antetokounmpo with the block. A big-time flush by Giannis.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Here's West. George outside. From outside the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Bulls. They're up by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Victor Wembanyama, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the point. That's the 5 for the Pacers. 6 to shoot. Wembanyama against Gobert. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. 5 to shoot. That doesn't go either for George.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make sure everyone is alive, given the situation right now. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break, I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. West. Antetokounmpo against George. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. Here's Havlicek to take the lead. Chicago with a rebound. Pippen's got 5 rebounds in the game. Let's go with a 3. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Indiana trailing here. Pass to Ewing. Goes up on the wing. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Here's Pippen. Here's West. Pass to Pippen. Over Allen. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And it's Indiana's ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Gobert with a screen on Antetokounmpo. George drives in.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. George hits them both.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game.
Antetokounmpo against George. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered closely. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Clock at 4. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Wembanyama. And Indiana misses again. And it's the Bulls' ball. 1:11 left to play in the fourth. Pass to West. Fires the 3. And again, Chicago, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Allen outside, down low. Ewing. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Pippen. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to West. Here's Pippen. George with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. And again, Chicago, no good. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. 2.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Here's West. Pass to Pippen. Launches it from deep. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
At the line, for Indiana, Giannis.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Here's West. Pass to Gobert. Takes the 3. No good there. And so it's the Pacers who come out on top here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We'll see the Indiana Pacers and the Sacramento Kings. Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. We've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Now Johnson, after the missed three by Carmelo. Johnson, the pass to Curry. Davis with it. Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Curry. Trains the three-pointer.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here is Maravich. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Chamberlain with a screen on Johnson. And here's Maravich for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Now here's Curry. And here is Johnson. Lets it go with a three. And Stephen Curry another three. Curry's got 6 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Basket good.
Your high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
And here's Indiana. Outside, Davis. Johnson surveying the floor. Green passes to Davis. Screen by Howard. Outside, Green. From downtown. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. And it's Anthony with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 1. Pass to Jordan. Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go that time. And here are the Pacers now. Johnson outside. Davis with a screen on Maravich. Johnson dishes to Davis. Shoots over Embiid. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
Here is Howard. Shoots over Chamberlain.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. So, timeout called here, the first for Indiana. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Johnson, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. The Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Outside Curry. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's Maravich on the wing, covered by Johnson. Maravich kicks to Jordan. Chamberlain with a screen on Curry. Here's Jordan, 6 to shoot, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
Oh, the big fella throwing it down hard.
7 seconds left to play in the first. Curry from deep three-point land. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Kings lead by 1, and we'll get the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Michael Jordan is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Chamberlain. Then there's Maravich. And it's Anthony in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. To the paint. Jordan against Howard. Jordan with some nice D. The Kings leading. Pass to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Now Embiid. On the wing, Maravich. He's guarded by Davis.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game. Maravich hits them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Johnson against Anthony. Outside Curry. Fires away from outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Kings leading now by 3. Maravich the pass to Anthony. Embiid with it. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Get out of that man's way. Embiid throwing down that power finish.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Johnson against Anthony. Howard setting the pick for Green. Lobbed up there for Howard. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Johnson. Moves back up. Chamberlain with the block. Green against Maravich. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Jordan. 1:57 left in the first half of the game. And Davis sends it back.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that wingspan to work there.
Here is Maravich. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Green kicks to Curry. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Jordan. Got it. Good job in the low post. Jordan's got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Johnson, the pass to Green. Howard with the screen on Maravich. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside. Sacramento leading by 4. From the arc. And Maravich on the basket on the assist by Embiid. He's got 8.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide-open man.
Here's Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Will Chamberlain picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
It's stolen by Green. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.